All right, so lay out your rubber. Give it about 4 or 5 inch overlap. Make sure you're on the line. And then you got to roll it out to make sure it stays on the line. Most of the time it won't, even though you think it will. You got to roll it out more than 6 or 8 feet sometimes, because the roll will move, especially if you're going over a valley or some curved area. It'll change the direction of your roll. Right on the line, nice like that. Now, give yourself your 4 or 5 inch overhang. You got to cut it lightly without cutting into the rubber below it. It's tricky, trust me. So what I do is lift it up like that underneath and cut it the rest of the way. All right, get this out of your way so you don't melt it. And there you go. Much more of an overhang than we need. Or did I take it from here? Yeah, I took it from here. All right. Like this. Like that. You can move it. It's easier to move if you put some air under it. Put on that line nice and neat. As you can see, roll it up about halfway. Keep the roll kind of big. If it's too small, it'll start uncurling itself and be a little wild for you to try to control. It'll end up unrolling when you don't want it to unroll. All right, about halfway. Put on some protective gloves. Covers up your wrist. They're meant for this. My torch does not have an igniter. I usually have something on my waist I can just pull out and light, but that thing died out on me. You have to preheat some of this, as you'll see me do, and then you can torch the roll and heat it up and send it out. Usually having paper on the entire thing, but this happens to stick to the roof that's here. So I spread out the paper to have something to stick to. We ran out of paper, and so this is how we're doing it. We also have a whole front porch roof to do. The goal is to get it to melt and have a bleed come out about a ½ inch or so. I'll try to not let my hose get into it. Even though I almost put it in there. Preheat the roof, preheat the last roll, make it seal. Last thing you do is heat the roll before you roll it. Nice to have a trowel handy. To heat the last part of it, you lift it up away from the roll. That way you don't ruin the rubber you already have down. Smooth your edges off a little bit. You gotta check to make sure that this thing is sealed tight. It's a good idea to seam your edges. You don't always have to, but this is how you do it. You end up rubbing the tar into your crack so it fills it. You don't use what's on the bottom to seal it. You use what's on the top and you send it over. Just like that. Leave good enough alone, you know what I mean?